So listen, this is the damaging part. Too many of y'all go on first dates and you act like somebody else. It's crazy because we hear this all the time. When you go on a date, you're not meeting them, you're meeting their representative. This is what I want to share with you. Show up as you, because this is the thing. You may discover in that first 5 seconds that this is not the person for me, or they may discover that you're not the person for them. But if you're putting on a facade, you're acting as if you're somebody else when you're really not. A person can't fall in love who it is that you are. They can't fall in love with you because you're putting on this image, this replica of somebody that you think that they like. People fall in love with you.
Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out, bro.
Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires and AOS the Podcast. I had to pause real fast to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast. They post everything black. I mean, everything black, right? They post the drama, they post inspiration, they post motivation, everything black that you can get your talk on, if you will. Urban Pulse Podcast, they post about it. We're sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast, the true essence of everything black. I love them guys to life. Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the Podcast here for another episode. I'm crazy excited. I told you, listen, we're running these parts up. This is part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is part 6 of an episode that I'm entitling "How to Prepare for Your First Date." Let me just give you a rundown real fast. We talked about in the first week, know what you want. The second week, just listen. Third week, be ready to be truthful. That's a big one. The fourth one was be who you desire. Last week was act your wage. And this week is show up as you. Like these are the tips and the tricks and all the preparation that you need. We're doing a 10-part series. And matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. On episode 11, I'm going to do a part 11 to this just to sum everything up. Because we've been getting some, like 2 emails. Let's really be honest. About 2 good emails. People like, listen, man, that's thank you. Like, that's real talk. Like, you really helped me out. Because I'm going to tell you this. This is the reason why. And I'm going to give a whole summary on part 11. This week, I'm going to stick to my topic. But this is the reason why I want to drop these in your spirit. Because so many people are acting, especially this episode, are acting like somebody else. Right? Because of your own insecurities. Let me do this. Let me do a little promo real fast. So I need you to do. I need you to hit the subscribe button. It's because of your likes, your follows, your engagement, your shares that we're able to keep bringing you high quality videos every single week. So do me a favor, smash the subscribe button, the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the follow button on Instagram and also TikTok as well. AOS the Podcast. Search that. You will find us. YouTube, Facebook, all the above. Right? But this week, I want to dive deep into this one because too many of y'all are going on not even first dates. Like, you're meeting people and you're putting up this show up as you. And that's the dangerous part. Too many of y'all are trying to imitate somebody else, or trying to show a woman or trying to show a man that I'm this person when you're not. Right? And I'm going to tell you this is one of the false ways of advertising, because when you show up as something else and you can't continue to be that something else, number one, 2 things that happen. A person will get pissed because you waste their time, or number 2 is they're going to lose interest, because they're going to discover who it is that you really are. And once they discover who you really are, most people, I know me, right? If I meet a person, I'm in a relationship, I'm married right now, so I'm not talking about relationship-wise. I am talking about relationship-wise, like as far as business relationship or just a collab. When I discover that you're not who you are, I'm done. Right? You put on this facade that I do this, I do that, I do this, I'm this, and I discover over time of spending time with you and talking to you and collabing with you that you're not who it is that you say that you are, I'm done. I lose interest. Because if I can't trust you on that, if I can't trust you for you to be who it is that you are, how can I trust you on something major? How can I trust you on something that requires us to put some money up, right? I can't trust you. So when I cannot trust you, I don't want to be in company with you. I speak. That's about it. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Everything cool, and keep it moving. You know, if you need me for some things, depending on what it is, I'm there. But, you know, it's limited because I can't trust who it is that you are. This is, I like to say two things, a character defect, and also insecurity. Because, and this is the reason why I say insecurity. Why aren't you secure enough to show up like you? Why do you have to put on this facade? Why do you have to put on this mask? Why do you have to put on this image? Why do you have to put on this costume to show up to try to impress them? I get it. I understand. Now let's be clear. There's a major difference between trying to impress somebody, putting your best foot forward, and not being who it is that you are. And not being yourself. Those are major differences, right? So I want you guys to horn in on that and understand that that's a major, it's not that, you know, you put your best foot forward or you're trying to impress a young lady or you're trying to impress a young man, you're trying to put your best on. I get it. That's something totally different. So don't get the two confused. But what I do want to suggest is when you go on a date, right? And let's really be honest. Now, I'm not saying that this is not your style, right? You go buy a whole bunch of, you know, name brand items to wear that night, right? Now, if you're going out to rent a car to take her out, now let's put these boundaries in place. If you don't have a car, but you want to take her out and you don't want to do Uber because it's expensive and it adds up, or you don't want to do Lyft, I get it. You rent a car, nothing crazy, a regular car, you know, and you take her out on a nice date. I have no problem with that. But if you're trying to take her out and you go to the exotics, right? And you get a Lambo, you get a Vet, you get a Range, you get some exotic. Two things. Now, if you can afford it on an everyday basis, no problem. But then again, if you think about it like that, then why don't you just buy one, right? So if you're renting something, now if it's a special event, no problem. I understand. But if this is just on our first date and I want to impress you to make you think that I'm balling like that and I'm not balling, that's where the issue comes in place. Because how you start will be how you need to continue, right? Ladies, I know you heard this before. How you start treating the man, you got to keep it up, because once you change up, he's going to be like, hold on, what you doing? Fellas, same way. If you start a certain way financially, because most men, most relationships with men, it's a financial thing. With women, it's more of a sexualizing thing, right? How she looks, how she dresses, how she smells, right? Because men are more visual. Men are more visual and we're thinkers. Women are more emotional, right? So, and I'm really targeting this episode to men because women are more emotional. Men are real thinkers. She can put on a facade. I'm gonna tell you this. She can put on a facade. She can put on a fake image, and a man, he will love the image, but then we see another flaw. We done. We good. I'm good. Like, I kick it with you. Some men will still kick it with you and have sex, but that's about it, right? Fellas, women see you and you acting like you ball and you got the money and stuff like that. She sees you as a meal ticket. So now let's really be honest. Forget what makes sense. You can have some raggedy shoes on, right? And I'm gonna tell you how of a talk game a man could have to persuade a woman to make her believe like he's telling the truth. He can have the most raggedy shoes on, right? Raggedy shoes, but pull up in something dope. Pull up in a luxury Highliner. Pull up in a Range Rover, right? And you can sway the conversation like, hey, I got these shoes on because I don't care about material things like that, right? I love cars. That's my thing, right? I got money. I can afford it. A man, it's crazy. A man can flip it with a woman like that and she'll fall for it every single time. It never fails. She will fall for this trap every single. Listen. You know, I believe in putting my money in the right place. Shoes is cool, you know what I mean? And then he can flip it like this too. I wear stuff like this because I don't wear my car in the mall. I don't wear my car in restaurants, right? So I have my vehicle, but I dress like this because I want a woman to really love me and like me for me. Because I have a lot of money and I don't want you to be attracted to the money. He can play it like that. And an old stupid woman be like, yeah, he right. Yeah. I feel you. But he got a car, girl. I mean, come on. So what I'm saying is, fellas, and I'm going to tell you this. If you're looking just to get something out of the situation, do you. Right? Like if you're not trying to build a full-time relationship or a full relationship, do you. Right? But if you're trying to build something, show up as you. Allow them to make the decision. Hey, yes, I want to be with this person. No, I don't want to be with this person. Because I'm going to tell you this for me. I don't like wasting my time. I hate wasting my time with anything. Right? Don't lead me on. I would rather be slapped with the truth than kissed with a lie. And that's what it is. And I know fellas in the comments, y'all gonna say, hold on, but what about the ladies that be wearing the fake eyelashes? Okay, so that's a major difference as well, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't look at that when women wear weave and, eyelashes and all this stuff. Those are look enhancements, right? Now, me personally, this is me, right? This is me. I'm not even talking about nobody else. This is me. I don't like all that fake stuff. I'm not a big fan of crazy makeup. I get it. Women wear makeup because they think they feel sexy. They feel beautiful. I have no problem with that. No issue. Right. But I know for me, when I was looking for a woman, I wasn't really attracted to all the makeup, the eyelashes. I really don't care for the eyelashes. I personally like natural beauty. That's me. Right now, ladies, you got to find your tribe because every man doesn't like just natural beauty. Some men like a woman always dolled up, or he just loves a woman dolled up. I get it. Right. But with me, I can find beauty in the essence of purity. And when I say purity, I'm talking about no makeup, no, it's cool. Wear your lipstick, wear your lip gloss. It is what it is. But I can see beauty beyond because at the end of the day, if you're the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, you're not going to wake up. Now, I did read a report where a woman was waking up before her guy woke up every morning and put the makeup on so she can look like, dolled up 24/7. That's crazy. I don't want that. I want to see a few bumps. I'm just keeping it funky. That's me. That's what I like. You may not like that. I want to see a few imperfections. I have no problem with that. So, in a whole nutshell, ladies, show up as you, right? Now, if you're the type that loves to wear makeup, wear your makeup, boo-boo. That's real. Like if you want to wear makeup and your lashes and your hair and, all the other, assets, extensions of whatever you think makes you look beautiful or makes you feel good, do you. Because you have to find your tribe. There's a guy that likes that, right? Now, fellas, this is in correlation to episode number 4, part 4. Be truthful. Make this conversation come up. This is one thing I don't like because people show up and they don't show up as them and they lie throughout the whole date. Yeah, I like this. No, you don't. Be honest. If she doesn't like you after the date, it is what it is. If he doesn't want to see you no more after the date, it is what it is. Right? And I did a video, and I think I might do another video too. I did a video, and I was like, it was a little short. I told women, when you go on dates, make sure you bring your own money just in case it go left with him. And he'd be like, nah, I ain't having sex tonight. I'm gone. Ladies, you bring your own money that you can pay for your own stuff and you can get yourself home. Because fellas, you do the same thing because I've been seeing a lot of situations where the men didn't have no money and they were relying on the women. But both parties bring your own money on the dates. Be truthful. I don't want to be trying to get to know a person or on a date with a person and you lying to me. I don't want no woman like that. You lying to me. Then when I find out the truth, now I can't trust you. Now all trust is gone. I tell people this all the time. Trust is so interesting. Why? Because trust can take years to build, but seconds to lose. And I need you to grasp on that concept, men and women. Trust is something that you really need to hold near and dear to your heart because it can go in a split second and take so long to build. And I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, yo, I don't trust you anymore. I can't. Because if there's no trust in the relationship, you have nothing. Show up as yourself. I love you guys to life. I'm your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. You already know our mission is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.